Happy Monday to everyone out in Sooner Nation. Monty says greetings from Tennessee. Surgeaholics Boomer. What's up, Jay?
What is going on?
What do you mean?
What is up with your face?
That's a compliment. Hey, nice evening to you too, Jay.
You look sick or like unhealthy or what's going on?
Unhealthy? Wow, bro.
Something. I know you looks like you shaved or something or tried to.
I lost 30 pounds in hair.
What happened? You were growing that out.
I agree. It's bad, Jay. It's bad. Yeah.
Did
just
you
a little,
trim this yourself?
So Mark, I've never had a beard trim. I tried to do it myself. I messed it up, so I had to go down here. I had to go down to here.
Wait, so did you trim it?
Yes, you live and learn. It doesn't look awful, does it, fans?
Did you go get it trimmed or did you trim it?
I trimmed it, and I messed it up a little, so I had to go down lower, man. Hey, you know what this is called, Jay? Facial hair. Tries to do it.
I shave every day. I don't like facial hair, so whatever.
Looking good there. I'm not
looking good, Monty. Monty says looking good. We are live, Okie Lawn.
We're live every night, Okie Lawn guy. Hey, massive addition to the Sooner staff. Anyone who wants to say otherwise, I guess you don't know college football. Because
otherwise,
I'm saying Kevin Johns is an amazing, massive addition to this staff.
Big time. Mark says beard trims at the shop are pretty expensive. Probably $30 to get your beard trimmed.
Yeah, I think it's 15 at Supercuts. But what'd you think of Kevin Johns, Jay? What'd you think of Kevin Johns?
I think it's a great hire. I mean, guy that's been an OC and is now an analyst is big time. And like Hunter says, former Broyles Award finalist in 2022. Get ready for a new basketball coaching search. What are you hearing, Topher?
I guess Topher's saying Moser's gone.
I think that's been the
talk. If they lose tomorrow night, he's gone because they're not making the tournament.
What?
If they lose tomorrow night, he's gone. They're not making the tournament.
I think they're going to make the tournament.
Okay, Okie Lawn guy. Kevin Johns is a new analyst for OU. Will be the offensive analyst. The last 2 seasons, he spent as the, get this, offensive coordinator. He called the plays. And yes, Greg Gotti took Seth's old job as analyst and quarterback. Listen, he helped make Riley Leonard the quarterback that he was, okay? He called the offensive plays at Duke, and they were really, really good. Prior to that, he worked with Seth Luttrell in Indiana. They were really, really good. He was at Memphis. They were really, really good. Duke did not retain him. Manny Diaz went in and said, nope, don't watch you. And OU said, come on, baby, get over here to Norman. He's going to be great for the quarterbacks, Jay.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Great.
Hunter just can't believe Duke didn't retain him. It helps big time that Luttrell has that connection, and that's massive to also get somebody that he's coached with as an analyst. That helps a lot when you're putting an offense and all that. So I think it's a huge get. Why didn't Elko take an A&M? I wanted the same thing, Bobby. Regardless, I think it's a great hire. So
well, not regardless.
And Topher mentioned Moser to DePaul. DePaul is heating up regardless to make the tournament. DePaul is a good basketball coaching job because of you have no football team. Period. You have NIL is for basketball. And Okie says if Moser leave, who does OU go after? It's not going to be Kellen Sampson.
Kellen Sampson, I would be okay with that, Jay.
It's not going to be Kellen. He's pretty much the coach in waiting at Houston.
What about Hollis?
He's not even an assistant
coach, Jay.
He's not. I don't think so. I don't think he's ready, Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't know if he is either.
Yeah, DePaul's bad.
Hey, all I know is OU administration would be like, thank you. Pay the buyout because they don't want to have to pay a buyout.
Mark says Richard Pitino.
I don't think that name will end up at OU.
Hey, here's the thing. Who was it that said it? DePaul over OU. Here's the thing. I think if Moser were to leave and go to DePaul, it would be because of two reasons. It'd be because it's closer to where he maybe wants to be. And also, there are some coaches that just like that size of a program in mid-major better.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's Moser. I'm saying if he took that job, though, there are people that like that over a big-time Power 5 school. There are coaches. I mean, you can't really compare Gonzaga because they've been dominant, but some of those smaller teams, like even in that same conference, St. Mary's and some of those schools, I mean, there's coaches that stay there for a long time. So,
hey, Jay, is Pitino related to Rick Pitino?
Yes, brother.
Well, because people were spelling his name wrong. I'm like, I thought it was the same guy, but yeah, it is related. And I don't think OU's going to hire him. But Okie Lawn guy, I'm not playing your games tonight. Not playing your games tonight, buddy. First off, I went to the game Saturday, and I may be there tomorrow night. So how about that? Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the program.
Wait, you're going to the game tomorrow night?
Learn before you speak.
You're going to the game tomorrow?
Thought about it.
Really?
Yep.
Big game, Jay. I said brother. Sorry, I said brother. It's his son. I think I might have said brother.
Enough basketball talk. It's a big game. Yeah. Everyone correct Jay because he's wrong.
Wait, is he the one at New Mexico or?
Yes, University of New Mexico.
Okay.
Rob Gregg, welcome tonight. Says Kevin John's been coaching quarterbacks for 12 years now. I believe he did play quarterback. He played at where was it? I'll think of it in a second. Small school. It was a small school, but he played quarterback.
Bobby, no way in heck do I want Will Wade. If he were to, I cannot stand Will.
Jay, they would never. Oh, you thought if they're going to do that, go after another cheater. That guy cheated.
Dayton, Jeremy.
Played at Dayton. That's right. Hey, Kevin Johns. Look at Riley Leonard in 2 years. What he did.
Yeah, I mean, Riley Leonard, a good talented quarterback. I mean,
Jay, I'm just saying. The staff knew that Seth Luttrell's specialty is not quarterbacks. They brought a guy. You can't go handpick anyone better than this. This is perfect for this staff.
Topher.
I would love Buzz Williams.
You do?
Oh, I would absolutely be on cloud nine if Buzz Williams was the head basketball coach at the University.
How's he any different than Porter Moser?
What? Go listen to Buzz Williams. Do you know who Buzz Williams is, Jay?
I know who he is. What about him?
Type in maybe top 10 integrity motivational speeches. He'll come up. This dude's all integrity. He always credits the players.
Same thing you get on. That's the
no,
same
no,
thing
stop.
Like
Let me finish.
That's the same thing you don't like Porter Moser about.
I'm not going to
stop. I don't care what the guy motivational speaks or whatever. Can he coach basketball? And
Buzz Williams can coach. And Jay, what I was saying is
they've struggled this year, by the way.
You never let me finish.
Well,
he motivates. He points all the credit to the players. It is never about him. That is not Porter Moser. Not it.
Jeremy, he's at A&M, and by the way,
Buzz Williams. Look up integrity in the dictionary. Buzz Williams' name will be there.
Jeremy, they haven't been good in basketball. He hasn't done much at A&M. How's that any different?
Made way more tournaments than Porter Moser ever had.
I could care less.
I think Buzz Williams would be a really good hire.
Jeez.
He knows the SEC. He's been to Elite Eight. Has he been to a Final Four?
Why would a coach go from A&M to OU? I mean, because he got ran out of A&M.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Maybe he wants to change. Hunter can maybe look it up.
And Monty, this is the job.
Monty, that's the job Moser would go get if McDermott goes to Ohio State or something like that, or takes an NBA job. But that's the one he would want. I don't know if they would hire Porter Moser.
Yeah, 15-13, great year, Texas A&M. Great coaching, by the way.
I didn't say he was great this year. I would gladly take him.
You're saying you would gladly take him. Do you want
Thank you, Sooner fan. That's one example. I could go multiple examples. This dude, the other day he was in the post game. He was crying how much he loves his players.
Gosh,
this guy's all about I love Buzz Williams.
He is a great dude, but is he a basketball coach you want to hire?
Go look at his past, Jay. His past resume.
Good gosh, dude. I'm so tired of it. The same stuff that you don't like Porter Moser for, you're praising this guy for. It's ridiculous.
I think he made the Elite Eight twice with Texas A&M.
He barely made the tournament last year, and he made it. Yes, and then the year before, he went to the NIT championship because they got screwed out of making the.
I think he's made the Elite Eight twice.
Okay, we can argue about Buzz.
In my opinion, would be a great fit.
I like Porter Moser, so that's just.
I thought we were saying if Moser was gone. We know you like Moser. I like Moser as a person. If he doesn't make the tournament, he's done. Jay, I'm going to say this right now.
Jeremy, listen to me right now.
Jay, I'm going to say this right. If Porter Moser wins, if OU wins tomorrow night, and they go win 2 games in the Sweet 16, it's a heck of a year. They're picked 12.
Jeremy, it has nothing to do whether he wins or loses and makes the tournament. This would be his decision. They're not getting rid of him. It's his decision to leave if he leaves, period. So stop.
Okay, I agree. Stop. They don't want to pay the buyout.
Jeez.
Made a lead out Marquette. That's right. Give Porter time. Okie Lawn guy, 3 years, no tournament appearances. That's time.
I agree. Make the tournament, and it's a good year.
They may make a run, Jay. They have the guys to make 1 or 2 games in the tournament.
I don't know how they can
3
make the
Sweet
run
16s at Marquette, 1 at Virginia
Jeremy.
Tech, and we're saying the guy can't coach?
Jeremy. Porter Moser made the Final Four, bro. Porter Moser made the Final Four, by the way, and the Elite Eight. So stop. And Jeremy, Porter Moser, I guess there's no way OU can make the tournament and make the Sweet. Jeremy, there's no way they can make the Sweet 16 unless you're telling me that Porter Moser rolls over out of bed tomorrow and can somehow learn how to coach basketball. Because according to you,
Moser magic. Maybe he'll make some adjustments. Chuck, we are getting along. This is how Jay and I get along every day. This is what we do. We argue. Back to the football hire. Jay. And I do like Jacobs in it, you and I. He ain't leaving that area, though. Kevin Johns, in my opinion, would be – I'm trying to rank this, and it's hard to because analyst. Because he's an analyst. How much is he going to do on Saturdays? Not much. But throughout the week, he's going to be a major, major impact on Jackson Arnold, the quarterback room, and the help with Seth Luttrell and Joe John Finley.
I think it's a great hire. That's all I can say about it. I mean,
hey, Okie Lawn guy. My son's name is Traver, actually. And I've never called anyone on this show a moron. Hey, Okie Lawn guy, you're just here to sit here and try to cause arguments. That's what you're doing. Why don't you start making some comments?
Hey,
and Jay. Some good takes.
Jay. His age, Hunter can probably drop it in the chat.
He's 48.
40. I was gonna guess 45.
And Jay, someone said this earlier. He's probably going to get an OC job at a high level university pretty soon. I agree with that. I don't care if he leaves in a year or 2. He's great for this year.
What is Chuck talking about? I don't know, Jeremy.
I don't see Jay like he looks too often.
Huh?
I don't see Jay like he looks too often. I don't know.
I'm not sure what you're asking, Chuck. Hey, a week away from spring practice. It's almost here, man.
It's almost here.
Almost here. I think the winter workouts have been good. Obviously, I mean, anytime you got Schmitty, they're going to be good. You're going to hear all the talk about how great these guys are. Now it's time to do it on the field. Now, we have not talked about this yet. I was waiting for somebody to put it in the chat. How unbelievable can you get?
I like how he worded this. It's ironic that he's not going to go in the game because he wants to focus on football, and now he's not going to. I already shaved.
Hey, here's the deal.
A little bit.
Jeremy, why would you opt out of the game?
It's not like you get tons of money for it.
But you get $600 for it, and you get the game. I mean, why would you not do it? And your name's on there. He might have been in the cover next year, a year from now.
Correct.
Why would you? I don't understand.
I don't know, because he didn't want to, I guess, Jay.
Hey, Steven, those are very good additions as analysts. I'll say that. I mean, very good additions. So,
hey, and not just that. Yeah, Johns did good things at Memphis, Texas Tech. He coached receivers and tight ends. He's very good offensive mind.
Broyles Award finalist.
And someone set it up here. I just had it on here, but I lost it. Oh, BV pouring his guts. I think one thing we can probably say without a shadow of a doubt, Jay, is the offensive staff. Let's just go with just the offensive guys. Seth Luttrell, Joe John Finley, Bill Beatenbow, Emmett Jones. You got the analyst here. You have the two other analysts that were brought in. I really think that Kevin Johns, Luttrell, Finley, Beatenbow, Jones, all those. I think the cohesiveness with them. I'm just going to say this. I think there was a rift last year, specifically between Beatenbow and Levy. And I don't want to start anything, but I don't think they agreed philosophy-wise on a lot of things.
Yeah, and I think that matters. I think it matters a lot. I think that's something that's probably unnoticed a lot of times on coaching staffs is, and you can go back. I kind of, in a different way, I kind of relate this to if you go back to Alabama when they were great. They've been great for the last 15 years, but Nick Saban would go get guys that used to be coordinators, coaches to be analysts. Look at Mike Stoops. Sorry, I mean, he would bring guys on that were kind of in an in-between, right? I kind of see that maybe the same way with this Kevin Johns. He didn't take another coordinator job. He's taken an analyst job at OU, and then he's probably going to go somewhere else. But I think it's a great hire to get him. To be able to get a guy like that that's been an OC recently, last 2 years, to be an analyst, I mean, that's great.
And one thing you say, Stephen, that I see.
Oh, sorry.
Did you just click it when I was sitting there talking about it?
Dude, I clicked the wrong one, dude. Chill, bro.
Anyway, Stephen, Doug Deacon left the place he's lived almost his entire life since high school. He's been there forever to come to OU. I absolutely don't think he'll be leaving anytime soon. I absolutely don't. And then someone else mentioned, does Eric McCarty see the field? Yeah, he'll see the field at OU. I don't know how much he would see it this year, except maybe special teams.
Yeah, we'll see. I think he's coming back from his injury well. It's just we'll see. Ron, are you talking about Belzer? Is he the one that said don't stop hiring or to stop hiring analysts? Bobby kind of piggybacked off that. Bobby said, yes, Ron, that's all I think about as well. Is that something he said on that interview?
Jay, yeah, and I don't care really about that, and I honestly do not care about that. Let BB hire who he wants to hire, whatever. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Say what?
What's the reasoning that people that the NIL guy would want them to not hire an analyst?
So they'd have more money to pay players.
That's what the fans are here for, to pay players.
That's what he said, though, Jay. His advice I think he worded it with my advice to the staff was this. Jimmy doesn't care for that guy.
Well, Bobby, real quick. Golly. Every time they hire he said every time they hire an analyst, it's taking money on NIL. Well, every time you give a coach a raise, it's taking money out of NIL too. I mean, that guy, I don't want to compare it to this, but I'm going to. Okay. Anytime you go to a corporate business, they're always trying to shave positions so they can put money somewhere else, right? Is that what we're getting to now? Is we're going to
for college athletes?
Yeah, we're going to pay the athletes, but what about the staff that has to lead them? We're going to trim them down so thin. I mean,
hey, Jay, Baylor's only down 2. You better take back your argument with me earlier. Okie Lawn Guy, he probably switched to man, Jay. Hey, Okie Lawn Guy, email us at ousportsroundup@gmail.com. Put your address in that email. I'll send you a puka necklace. Obviously, you're jealous, okay? When you have to make fun of people and attack them, you're jealous, okay?
I don't even know
appreciate
what is a puka necklace.
I have no idea. The fact that Okie Lawn Guy knows what it's called, that's funny because I didn't even know it was called that.
What is it? You're wearing it. What is it?
It's a necklace.
What is a puka necklace?
I got this from a student of mine who, a senior year, gave me this as a gift. So whatever, man.
What funny, guys. Do you have bracelet on too?
Nope, didn't wear a bracelet tonight, Jay.
But do you sometimes?
Yeah, hence why there's so many self-checkout lounges at Walmart. Yeah, I don't know why we're bashing whatever, Jay. You're ridiculous. Try growing facial hair, Jay.
Yeah, downsizing. Mark's kind of tight.
I will, Steven. I don't really care what anyone says on here. That's what's funny.
We know. I know you don't.
So Eric McCarty, Jay, outside of special teams, where is there room for him?
Safety. Not this year. I don't think you're going to see him on the field this year unless it's in games where they're really ahead. I think there's too much depth there. But I do think he can play.
Bobby, where'd you hear that at? Yeah, safety's too stacked. Safety is too stacked. Secondary is really, really stacked.
Bobby, who are the 4 full-time recruiters in your opinion?
They don't now. They left. 2 of them left, right?
What do you mean?
Now, Kyla, 2 recruited, J.R. Sandlin, and another one left, correct?
Lee Davis left.
Hey, now Grayguard and Kyla, 100% agree. McCarty at H-back, I'd be for a little bit, getting him on the backfield. And I also believe that kickoff return will be elite. And it wouldn't matter, really. He's not a starter, so you don't have to waste starters.
You watched him play in person, did you not?
Yes.
So I've never seen him in person. So I don't know how good he is, really. Haven't really seen him live. So
yeah, the recruiters are doing a pretty good job. Look, he had the ACL injury. Yeah, Cheetah, I do think he needs more weight to be at Cheetah, my opinion. Maybe not, though, because Dolby did pretty good. Jay, I thought it was interesting. I saw SI, maybe it was John Hoover, put an article out about the receivers and had the depth chart on there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Man, hey, sad deal today with all that sellout crowd stuff, was it not?
No, it was awful. Hey, but it had Andrew Anthony starting if he's back. Farouk was his backup. Deion Burks, the article talked a lot about Deion Burks, how special he's going to be, Jay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Okelon says, honest question is tomorrow a must win. It is a must win. To me, it's a must win. Right now, Joe Lunardi has OU as a 9 seed. I think if you lose that game, you could be right there on the bubble. You don't want to be on the bubble. So win the game. And you don't want to have it where you have to win a game in the Big 12 conference tournament. So win the ball, and then you don't have to worry about it. So must win. It's a home game.
Ron, what happened was sellout crowd got rid of a lot of their good journalists. They cut almost all their staff. It's a sad deal. Chief T-Bird, again, thanks for being a Sooner Surge Unlimited member. All you guys that are Sooner Surge Unlimited guys and gals that are on there, appreciate it. And Burks and Thompson at kick returner. Wow. Yeah, because Burks and Thompson, both 4.3 speed.
Yeah, let me just people are asking now since we threw it out there. Basically, guys like Eli Letterman,
Garen Emick,
Todd Lisenby, I mean, a bunch of them from sellout crowd got let go.
Laid off.
They laid off almost all of them. There's a few left, I think, but it's a bad deal because some of these guys, for instance, Eli Letterman left the Tulsa World to go to sellout crowd, and it sounds like, I don't know all the story about it, but it sounds like maybe sellout crowd did it dirty or something. I don't know. I don't know.
And more will come out on that. I'm not going to speculate.
Yeah, I don't know
Bob Stoops gone. I did not hear if Bob Stoops' show was canceled on that or not.
What?
I
don't know.
Mark,
Stoops on
Mark, this has been a pet peeve of mine. Okay, either put someone out there that's going to return, or I guess they did that with Freeman with just having a guy fair catch. But I would love to see Deion Burks at punt return. Actually, I'd rather see Petaway or Reagans or someone who's maybe not a starter, though.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Dolby's putting on some size. Man, going to be mean at nickel. And I'll tell you who else put on some size. RSJ looked really, really good Saturday when I saw him. RSJ looks really, really good. So I'm never going to say G Freaky's done. And yeah, hey, I don't know the comment earlier someone made about McCarty. He didn't play in the state title game unless it would have been like his sophomore season. And Xavier Robinson, I don't think would have played. I don't know. Yeah, Kyler's right too. McCarty was hurt, so I don't. That comment about Xavier Robinson, right now, Xavier Robinson might have dominated McAllister, but McCarty wasn't playing. Yeah, you're right, Mark. I don't really want him catching kicks either. It is time, Chuck. There it is. It's time to get pumped, guys and gals. This team has the making, looks the part, on paper, almost, I would say, significantly improved in most positions and staff-wise. Why would we not? Why would we not?
And I think the staff thing, we talked a little bit about it earlier, the chemistry. Anytime you're working with people that you get along with and you're trying to implement new stuff, it makes it probably 10 times easier. And I think that's why this hire of Kevin Johns is so big. He's worked with Seth Luttrell. He's called plays. I mean, it's going to be great to have him on staff as an analyst. Big time get.
Yeah, Kylie, you're right. State game was the thriller versus college.
Ooh, great question, Gray God. And Gray God, let's answer that after the trivia.
Okay, do the trivia, and then let's go to Gray Gods.
This trivia is going to go very quickly. We're talking, and I just came up with this trivia. I've been gone all day, and I just came up with this right now, and I think it's going to go quickly. But we were talking about punt returners. You were talking about Freeman and Burks. Who's going to be the punt returner? There was a pretty good punt return at OU. Also a pretty good receiver. And all I want to know is his number. I'm going to give you his name. I want to know his number. First one to get this in the chat gets the point for tonight. The name is Jalen Saunders.
I got it.
Drop me the number. Jalen Saunders. Bobby's guessing 28 for Perkins. He was going quick. There it is. Sooner fan, number 8. Jalen.
Whoa.
What?
I didn't think he was 8, Jay.
Jalen Saunders?
He changed numbers. He may have been 8, but he was. Look it up, Hunter.
8, baby.
Look it up. The year that we beat OSU in the Ice Bowl, he was not 8. He was 16, I believe.
18 and then
8. 18.
So give 2 points. 18 and 8. Fine. I remember him as 8 because that's when I think he really.
Hey.
Yeah. Bobby thought I was going Perkins. It's tricky.
JT Thatcher was a really good one too. 2 things. First, let's get back to that comment and Gray God. Hunter, if you can go back and find Gray God's comment. Ricky, I don't think Seth Luttrell's ever going to go after a head coach job. I think he loves living in Norman. I think he's satisfied being the OC.
Probably.
That's what I would say. Blake Bell to Saunders and Bedlam in the Ice Bowl. So the question from Gray God was 8 or 9 guys. 8 or 9 guys that I'm assuming Gray God is saying may be processed out. I'm going to say this before I even mention a name, Jay. I'm not here to speculate. I'm not going to speculate and say that I think these guys have been told. I'm just saying there are some guys. One that I would mention I'm writing down right now is Hester. JJ Hester. I don't know. Maybe he stays around and whatever. That's one. I've already talked about Farouk, but everything you read about Farouk, he's not leaving. So I was wrong on that one, I guess. He's going to be satisfied being a backup. There's some other guys, Jay, I think. Go ahead, Jay.
You could have an offensive lineman leave.
The one I'm going to, would Parkland leave before he even gets? Okay. Now, Javonte Barnes would be, if maybe he can't get on the field this year, he would be gone.
but not before
Well,
the
an
season.
injury-prone guy. Well, Devon Sears. Look, Devon Sears was signing autographs Saturday night.
What year is he?
Devon Sears has got to be a junior. Hey, the tight end that would leave would have to be like, I don't know who it would be unless it's going to be one of the older guys.
Yeah, I don't think you're losing.
Cade McIntyre, but I don't think they are. So,
yeah,
Sears is a senior, Jay.
Senior.
Can he
Yeah,
fill the role of Lacey? Can he fill Lacey's role? I think that role is going to be filled by Jaden Jackson.
I would agree with that. I would agree.
Yawning, Jay?
I'm
yawning tonight, bud.
I'm tired. I need another coffee or a Red Bull or something.
I was up early.
Long day, man. Long day today.
Was a long day.
Baylor took the lead. Wow.
Jay, what do you got to say now, Jay?
What do you mean? They're playing the number 11 team Texas is.
You were wrong, Jay.
How am I? God,
you were wrong in what you said earlier when you called me. You were wrong. So
I'm not wrong.
Ashton Sanders is an interesting name. That's an interesting name. That's a good one, Ricky.
Let me throw a name out there. Okay. You have Malone that transferred in at cornerback. What about a guy like Kenai Walker?
Yeah. The thing is, Kenai, man, I think he can be really, really good on special teams for you.
He's not in college to play special teams, Jeremy.
No, I know he's not. But if he's getting an NIL package of, let's say, $75,000 a year, I'll go play special teams and an education.
Hey, guys, don't take what I'm saying different than what I'm saying. I'm not saying Kenai can't play. What I'm saying is if he gets passed up by another guy, is he a guy that when I think of guys that might transfer out, I think of guys that think it's their turn to play and they're not getting a chance to play. That's what I think of. Ashton Sanders been turning heads, huh?
Ashton Sanders been turning heads, they said, Jay. I don't know.
That would be great. That'd be great.
Now, Shane Whittier.
Yeah, both of those, Jimmy, those are both names to the linebacker.
But again, why would he not have already left?
Well, I mean, Jeremy, he's given it a chance, but now it's like maybe time to leave.
Stripling's done, right?
Yep, Stripling's done.
There is a DN possibly that could.
Which would you take? Back-to-back natty in football or 2-year drought in softball? Give me the football all day long. And
Come on, we've already won 3 straight softball.
I'll take it to the house.
Yeah, Stripling declared. Trace Ford's not leaving. Jay, what was this comment about Red Bull for you?
What?
Leave them Red Bulls alone. Do more push-ups, Jay.
Hey, I got my water right here. Hey, Matt.
That's a great comment by Metz.
That's a great point. And it's true. It's 100% true. And that to me is the positive of NIL right there. If NIL's done right and you got guys that would go try to leave and you're paying them to come back, I think that's great. And it's going to keep guys that are there for school to make a little money there for 4 years. And I think that's great. Yeah.
Hey, Jonathan, Kobe McKenzie, I don't think leaves after spring. It would probably be next year. Phil Picciotti, if I'm saying that correctly, I don't think there's any chance he's leaving this early. I don't think. Not after spring game. And why is this, Ron? Why is there seem to be, and I'm just posing a question, everybody. Why does there seem to be a correlation with turning heads equals no playing time?
Let me say this, and I'm going to say this in a way that it might rub people the wrong way. I don't know. But first off, turning heads, they haven't even started spring practice, so it's all in the weight room probably or on drills.
Correct.
It's not against competition. I'll say that one. The other one is year after year after year, OU talks about guys that are going to be unreal, and a lot of times they don't play. And maybe it's because maybe the hype was too early. And I think of last year, and I know he got injured, but everybody talked about Josiah Wagner. Oh my gosh, he's going to be starting freshman. And Hunter says coaches talk. I think that's kind of what it is.
Hey, Jay, I
Yeah.
do coach. Now, I know you don't like to hear that. And I know I just coach cross country and track at the high school level. I get that too. But I will say this. I think there's something to be said for this. I can say someone's turning heads at practice, and it just means that they're impressing me in a certain way. It doesn't even mean they'll ever see the field.
Hey,
And that's why I think when Hunter says coaches talk, I think that's what it means. I mean, a guy can turn heads and because he's maybe performing at a better level than you thought he would, but he's still not to the level of a starter. I think that's coach talk.
but
And that's
also
true.
it's also like, Jeremy, if you were to talk about somebody and track to somebody, right? It's also that Brent Venables may be talking to, he could be talking to people in the media or people within OU and saying, hey, Sanders is making good. He's making strides. He's looking good. Well, then that goes from that to this guy's going to be an unreal talent this year. It goes like that. Whereas,
well, that's the way fans do, Jay.
I'm not just saying fan, I'm saying media, everybody. They sometimes take it and run to where maybe Brent Venables talking high on him, but that doesn't mean he's going to start. But I do think I agree with Mess. He is a guy, when he came in, I thought, man, he's very athletic for his size, and he is a physical dude. So, hey, with Lacey being gone, it would be massive if he did step up and have a great year. It would be huge.
Yeah, and look, Malone, 4'4" guy, 6'2", 200. To me, that's just speaking cheat all over it. But I don't think he's going to play there. He's going to get on the field. He's going to get on the field.
I would say this. I think if Gentry struggles to be healthy, I think he's your starting cornerback.
Yeah, I coach in Sapulpa.
Opposite side of Woody. That's what I would say.
Bobby thinks he's starting by game 5. Hey, that was Sanders, by the way. Sooner fan is right. That is the basic denotation of turning heads. You're right.
Yeah, He will compete. I look for him to have a good year. You know who I kind of compare him to, but maybe better even.
So who are the cheetahs, Jay?
Wait, real quick.
Hunter,
you know who I compare him? Do you know who I compare Malone to, but I think a little bit better? Remember the guy that transferred in 2 years ago at cornerback?
Who?
Led the team in interceptions.
Who is it, Jay?
I'm asking you. Do you know?
Well, I'm thinking of the guy with the weird last name that no one can pronounce. That guy.
Huh? Weird last name.
About 5 years ago, Uchikawaba or something like that.
No. I'm talking about went pro 2 years ago. Didn't make it, but he left. You don't remember who I'm talking about?
Go ahead and
tell me. Not Motley. This should have been a trivia question. I can't believe nobody's got this. Should have been a trivia.
Well, I know it's not Parnell Motley. Motley wasn't
there you
big.
go. The defensive back from Wyoming. Correct.
Oh, he's not even close from that guy.
What do you mean?
He's not even close in size-wise to the Wyoming guy.
But what I'm saying is he's the guy. Colden. There it is, Mass. Got it. Hey, what I'm
CJ
saying
Colden,
is.
But CJ Colden was like 5'11", dude.
But what I'm saying is he came in and he played and made an impact. I think that's what Malone's going to do.
I was trying to think of a 6'2" guy. And Jay, who was the guy that I'm thinking of?
Hey, Steven.
Viewers, help me out on the guy who I'm thinking of.
Steven, that's a good point.
Yeah.
What are you trying to think of, Jeremy?
Had the hard name to pronounce, last name. Was going to be elite secondary. Never panned out. Size-wise, he was unbelievable.
Oh, like Ozi Wada.
Uchikawaba or something like that.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his last name. It was not Antikawapop like that.
No, Uchikawaba.
Ochi gonna get you. It was Ochi gonna get you or something.
Yeah.
Gonna get you.
Drop his size in because I'm pretty sure he was about 6'2", 200.
Oki gonna get you. Yeah.
Remember how everyone thought that guy had it all? He never panned out.
Yeah, he was.
That's who it is.
He was highly talented.
Oh, I bet he was 6'2".
Ricky says every year we hear it about guys. But it's not just OU, it's every team. You see guys in the weight room that are making big impacts. You see guys on drills, you're like, and especially a guy that's been there, and you're like, whoa, this dude looks different. He's made some strides, man. And I think that's probably what's happening with Ashton Sanders. They're like, whoa, this guy's turning it on.
Yeah. Okie Lawn guy, do I yell at my athletes like I yell on here? No, I am a passionate person, but I treat my athletes with respect, and I think I treat everyone on here with respect. I don't ever recall being disrespectful on here. So, and I'm not, Eric, I'm not crowning anyone. I'm not Denny Green going to crown anyone's rear.
He's agreeing. Listen, with you.
Yeah, I'm not going to crown anyone, but I will say that if you want to go with size-wise, depth-wise, that secondary is pretty elite. Hunter, you said the cheetah position is pretty much too full. I think my question is, I'm not sure who we know is even playing cheetah. Well, like, I don't know if Peyton Bowen's going to be a cheetah.
Like Jonathan says, if Harrington comes back, no questions on cheetah. And
correct.
See, Mess, remember we talked about this, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago when Woody Washington talked about he wanted to play inside some. And it says BB hinted on Woody Washington getting snaps at nickelback. So,
yeah, Harrington, I don't know what the holdup is. It's ridiculous. Who's crowned him the best quarterback in the SEC outside of me? And when I crowned him, I mentioned that he's going to be one of the best in the SEC. Yes. I don't understand.
Did you see that
he's been
Did
crowned.
You see the top 10 quarterback list that Brandon Walker put out today?
Yeah, and he wasn't even – Arnold wasn't even on the top 10.
But did you see that list?
It was kind of garbage, I thought.
I think Bobby Wiley put it in the Discord, and it was an interesting list, to say the least.
Cam Ward at number 5 or something?
I don't think there's many great quarterbacks this year in college football. I don't.
Hey, it does not require a heavy hitter, Gary. Dolby hits okay, but I don't think you have to be a heavy hitter to play cheetah. Mez says it's either nickelback or Sam linebacker play call. Harrington's the only true hybrid. Harrington, guys, that decision looms large for this team.
Yeah, and Mark says something everyone is overlooking is how about all the options Oklahoma has. That could be good and bad. You do have options all over the field, but then it's how do you use those? I think it's good to have the options if you can figure out how to move them around and do that. And Jeremy, haven't talked about it yet, but want to. FanStop. Go to the fanstop.com. Use code SURGE to get 10% off your first 3 months on shirts. I know some of you guys in here have already done this. We appreciate it. The FanStop appreciates it. The shirts are great. You get one every month. Can't beat it. Go to fanstop.com and sign up. Use code SURGE.
I really think it's going to be hard to keep RSJ off the field. Now, I don't think they're going to move him to cheetah. While he may even fit that position, I don't think they're going to move him from safety.
I don't either. I don't think there's a reason to. You already got proven guys that can play cheetah.
And Jay, we've said this time and time again. Secondary, look, I'm going to say my opinion again on here. I don't understand the hesitation in rotating multiple people in the secondary when, especially if there's some man, you're giving the receiver a different look. And if it's zone, it doesn't really matter anyway. So, in my opinion, just like receiver, because receiver, you're giving the secondary a different look. In my opinion, receiver and secondary, both of those need to go about 8 to 10 deep.
Hey.
8 to 10, Jay.
I agree. Chief T-Bird and Okie Lawn have the same opinion here. What great plays have been made from the cheetah position? Seems like a buzzword that really
Kendall Dolby made a lot of great plays from it.
And then Okie Long guy says, I could care less about their special names for position. I'm just waiting on the defense to stop a nosebleed. And
yeah,
not wrong either. I mean,
Jay, Kendall Dolby made a lot of special plays there.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't know if I'd say special plays from cheetah position.
Yeah, he did.
I think they were more blitzes, Jeremy. They weren't just.
Well, that's from the cheetah position.
I know, but I'm saying when
Like,
I think of the cheat, I think coverage and everything. I think Dolby was probably the best one that they played, and Bowen just didn't get enough time there. I think he's really good.
and I would Bowman and Peyton Bowen. I mean, Peyton Bowen kind of took a step back second half of the year.
He was injured.
I agree.
Jeez.
Jay, someone asked the responsibility. It's pretty much the third linebacker. Isn't that how you would describe it? It's a hybrid, but it's like a third linebacker.
It's got different responsibilities a little bit. Gray God, I agree with you. Dolby and Justin Harrington, best two options.
And Sammy, don't forget about Sammy O.
Yeah,
he looks really good.
I agree with that, Gray God, 100%.
Scott Case was amazing.
Yeah, Scott Case couldn't play these days. He'd be fined every hit.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude would light you up.
Absolutely would.
Big time.
Hey, guys, appreciate everyone tonight.
Hey, big game tomorrow, Jeremy. Big game.
Big game tomorrow. Hey, and I don't say this again. Look, if you can get out to the LNC, get out there. It's a massive game. They got to win this to get to 20. It was great talk tonight on OU football. And listen, this is not an understatement. You guys are great. You're very knowledgeable fans. For the most part, we appreciate that. And I said for the most part because of the puka shell necklace comment. But listen, thanks for hopping on this every night. We know you guys have other things to do, but you choose to be with us every night. It does fly by, 45 minutes every single night, but we'll be back tomorrow.
Thanks, God. Appreciate that.
And I think we'll be on time tomorrow night, Jay, 9:30.
Yeah, because OU games should end about 9:10.
And I don't have my thing tomorrow night. So,
nice.
Monty, real quick, early morning this morning, our dad had cerebral angiogram done to see about blood vessels and how much blood flow they're getting. Good news on that. They didn't have to stent anything. They can medicate some things. So that was a positive today. So, yeah, appreciate the prayers. We believe in the power of prayers. Thanks, guys, for the community of Sooner Surgeon maniacs that are uplifting our Father in prayers. And thanks to you all for being on here every night. Appreciate it. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Boomer.